What's up guys, and welcome back to the GT3. It's been a while since we've been in this car. In fact, it's been a while since we've been in any other cars other than my own actually, but super cool to be back. I've been to Bahrain, and then after that we filmed with Lotus in Hethel. Both events have been absolutely amazing, but now we're back in the GT3. So today, something pretty cool is happening. We're heading on over to McLaren Manchester. That's a test drive of the new McLaren 570S. I'm really excited about this because ever since they launched that car, something about it has just clicked with me. But of course, most importantly, we're going to be driving that car too, and I'm sure if you've watched my previous clips, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of turbocharged cars, but I'm well aware that this new era of turbocharged cars is a totally different ballgame. And everything that I've read about this car is nothing but praise. So I'm super excited to head on over there and check it out. Yeah, man, absolutely. All right.
Right, let's have a look.
Cool. That's good, man. So obviously, last time I was here, didn't have a YouTube channel.
No.
And we were picking up Tim's 675.
Things have changed, haven't they?
Things have changed. Yeah, I know.
And you've become the proud owner of GT3.
I have, yeah, absolutely. And if you do a really good job, I might become a proud owner of a 570S.
Absolutely, yeah. That's, you know, that's
no
the
pressure,
plan,
of course.
Yeah. I'll let the car speak for itself.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but I mean, even before we got rolling, just sitting in it, it feels right. Do you know what? I like that they kept the. Do you call them gull wing doors?
Well, dihedral doors.
Dihedral doors. That's very McLaren. That's very McLaren. Okay, so I like that they kept the dihedral doors.
Almost to say that.
Yeah. And does this do the function? And I'm sure this isn't a recommended function, but you know when you drive off when they're open and then they close.
Unless you put it in launch control, maybe.
He was driving along with his doors open, and as he like floored it, they closed.
In a McLaren.
In a McLaren.
Very impressive.
It is very cool. It's really, really cool. Yeah. Not saying we should try that.
No.
On camera.
Certainly, yeah.
To a brand like Lambo, for example, their entry car, they haven't kept the gull wing doors.
True.
You know?
Yeah, look at you go out and then
which is really cool.
Yeah, it's
in fact, I would say it's the only branded only car at this price point which has these doors, which gives it so much drama.
And we tell everybody.
Yeah, and you should. It's awesome. And am I right in thinking that this car is actually bigger than a 650S, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is
weird because everyone thinks it's the baby car.
Exactly.
But it is bigger, yeah.
Yeah. It's bigger all round as well. It's slightly longer, slightly wider.
Yeah.
And yeah, everyone goes, no, I don't believe you. Because it's just so deceptive. It doesn't look big. It's an optical illusion.
It does look so compact.
Even when you drive it, it feels very compact.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it feels really nimble, very direct. Steering's fantastic. I'm about to say that, but you know.
The suspension in this is different, isn't it?
Yes.
It doesn't have the
absolutely
hydraulically linked setup that
Correct.
the 650 has.
Yeah, exactly that. So they've taken that away. We've got proper anti-roll bars.
Nice.
But it's still a really composed ride. I mean, you can see for yourself the road surface is quite cut up.
Yeah.
It's very composed.
Well, I drive this road quite often, and in the GT3, it's like shakes the hairs out of my mustache. It's so stiff. Geneva. We're expecting something. We're expecting like a tweaked version of this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can't say too much.
No, I'm sure.
All will be revealed.
Yeah.
It might be an addition to the Sports Series family.
Okay.
But it promises to be quite good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a slightly different direction for McLaren.
Okay.
But it's going to appeal to a big market. And,
I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think so.
Going down there on the 29th and the 1st and 2nd.
Fantastic.
So hopefully.
I'm there on the 3rd. So
you're there on the 3rd? Well, I am still there on the 3rd, but I'm not sure if I'll go to the show or not.
Okay.
But if you're there, I might make an exception.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's it. And what year do you expect the Spider version?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I mean,
because it's crying out for a Spider, isn't it? It's going to be amazing.
It's probably going to come. It may be as soon as 12 months. It may be as far as 18 months.
Right, okay.
It's probably on its way.
And then hopefully they'll do like a hardcore version. It'd be great if they did
That'd be nice.
like a 570 LT type of thing.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, something like that would be fantastic. So
All right.
let's swap over.
Yeah, cool. Do I need to put it into manual, or when I manually change it'll go into manual?
You can manually change it, it'll go into like a semi-manual mode.
Okay, and then when I chill it'll go back into auto.
Unless you turn on your ADP and then press your manual button. So
let's do that now.
On manual.
Manual, okay.
So
cool.
we're still in normal settings.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, we've definitely got some.
Nice. Alright. To the pub! Do I need to...
I'm working.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, it feels well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Straight away you can tell it's got so much torque.
Yeah.
It just wafts along. Yeah. So what is the sports series all about? I mean, it's a separate thing to...
It's like we were saying before, it's quite an interesting concept because everybody goes, oh, it's your entry level to McLaren, but it's within its name, it's the entry level to McLaren, so you still get one hell of a car.
Yes.
You know, it's a really, really well put together, perfectly handling machine that's designed for everyday use. And that sounds incredibly corporate, but it is. It's very true.
It works though.
You know, it's easy to use. Anybody could get in this and drive it. But then when you want that extra bit, when you want the fizz on top, this has got that.
Yeah, it's does not hang around.
It's adequate. Isn't it?
It's adequate. It's fast as hell.
That's nice. It's just right. I think it's not overpowered. It doesn't feel like it's going to catch you out. And it's
fantastic, actually, isn't it? That torque. I mean, I think we were in 4th then, or 3rd?
Something like that.
That effortless. It's actually quite an interesting thing stepping out of the GT3 into this.
Oh yeah, it's practically a race car, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not saying the GT3 is a slow car by any means, but where it doesn't sort of stack up against other supercars, straight line punch. Like it goes like hell. Don't get me wrong, like it goes like shit. But
you've got to wind it up and get it going. And
that's right. Yeah. All of that power is sort of top end.
Yeah, right at the power.
Whereas this is like thick with torque. You know, it just wafts along. Very, very cool. What's the waiting time on these things? Good indication there.
Yeah, I like that. Indicate left and go right.
Top notch.
Spot on, that, wasn't it? So we're still in the normal setting, so what we can do is put the powertrain into the sport mode.
Let's do this. Let's do this. You've been holding out on me, man.
Yeah, and let's see what you think now. Well, we can do the same on the handling, so we can put that into sport mode. So now the suspension's stiffened up, so things should feel a bit more direct, and then the steering weights as well.
It does go like hell. It's really cool. everything these days is going to turbocharge, and the industry just generally doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But they are starting to sound
They're getting
better, aren't
there,
they? They
aren't
are getting there, yeah. Does this have the system where you can push forward as well to downchain?
Yeah, so it's got a rocker on the
That's
gear
the word I'm
shifter.
looking for.
So
Rocker.
you can go either way on either paddle.
Either way on either paddle.
Depending on
right.
which way. So obviously if you pull the left, it'll go down a gear. If you push it, it'll go up a gear, vice versa.
That's a nice feature. That is cool.
Drive directly from Formula 1. Of course.
Of course.
Plays it perfectly.
Well, interestingly, as a brand, it's very forward-thinking in turbocharging and tech. The rack on this is a hydraulic rack, which is cool because they're bucking the trend where it's important.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So to maintain a hydraulic steering rack on a car that is so new and so forward-thinking is awesome.
That's really
you
get to that.
No, but it is though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is
I was
great.
hoping that you'd pick that up.
Do your
Because
job. If all else fails, mate, just give me a suit and a badge. I'll work for you.
happy days. I will swap actually.
Yeah, why not? I mean, they call this thing entry level, but it's batshit crazy fast. Like, I'm thinking right now, 570, like new 570 and pre-owned 650 sit at a similar price bracket.
Yeah.
It's like, how would one go about choosing? Because you would argue that 650 is probably a lot more of a car. But
Yeah. It's a difficult thing, it really is, but most of our customers know exactly what they want. So, you know, if they want the latest technology and the thing that's just been put straight onto the market and they want to spec it exactly to their taste, then they go for a 570. You know, you get exactly what you want because it's a brand new car.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, the other guys who want slightly more power, who want the greater level of technology, the exclusivity that comes with it, you know, it's got the suspension systems, it's got the aero systems, and of course more power. You know, those guys will then go, right, here's a similar price, I'll go for the 650 used.
Sure.
You know?
Okay, so just had my first drive in the 570S. Honestly, from the moment I sat in this car, it just felt right. The seats hug you perfectly. The thing I'm the most impressed with is how much torque it's got. It is effortless. Just 4th, 5th gear, whatever. You don't need to drop down too many cogs in order to make it go. It's really cool. Nick has been great, and he's actually intrigued me more now into driving a 650S because I was really impressed with the power in this thing. But, you know, he's telling me the 650S is a totally different league. And while I have driven 650S, it's been quite some time, so I wouldn't mind trying one of those cars and seeing what it's all about. So far, it's been really, really cool. I would like to say a huge thank you as well to McLaren Manchester. If you're in the market for something like this, get yourself down here and check out these cars. The 570S, especially at this price point, it's so much car. Details like having the dihedral doors, it really enhances the experience. It makes it look like a full-blown supercar, and that's really, really cool. So yeah, thanks to Nick and thanks to McLaren Manchester for this fantastic day. Anyway, back to the GT3 now. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Ciao.